David Icke, arms out wide, staring at the man, with a passion front covering what lies underground. He's on a mission to expose the lies and deceit. Lies at 45 degrees, he won't retreat. Arms stretched out, his gaze fixed on the prize. Sees beyond the illusion, through the disguise. The man holds secrets, ancient wisdom untold. And David Icke is fearless, breaking the mold. He's not afraid to challenge the mainstream view. Arms out wide, staring at the man, a sight so true. His determination, a force to be reckoned. Arms outstretched, he'll make sure the truth is beckoned. David Icke, arms out wide, staring at the man, with a passion front covering what lies underground. He's on a mission to expose the lies and deceit. Arms at 45 degrees, he won't retreat. David Icke's words resonate, they hit hard. With arms out at 45 degrees, he stands guard. Questioning authority, he won't conform. A relentless pursuit for the truth, the norm will transform. Arms reaching out, his message loud and clear. Awakening minds and dispelling the fear. Throughout the chaos and noise, he leads the way. Arms at 45 degrees till he feels the rain. David Icke, arms out wide, staring at the man. Passion front covering what lies underground. He's on a mission to expose the lies and deceit. Arms at 45 degrees, he won't retreat. David Icke, arms out wide, staring at the man. Passion front covering what lies underground. He's on a mission to expose the lies and deceit. Arms at 45 degrees, he won't retreat. David Icke. How's it going, everyone? I'll see you on there. I'll see you there. How's it going? Long time no see. I hope you haven't been acquiescing. Yeah, fucking got a band, didn't I? They give me a band for a week. And thanks, DB. And while I'm on DBs and DP, big shout out to DP as well. You know why, mate. Thank you, mate. Big up yourself. Adam, if you're out there, big up yourself, mate, if you're out there. Haven't gone back over all the comments yet. Is my sound all right? Can you hear me okay? Everything loud enough? Can you let me know? Give us a thumbs up if the sound's good. What's happening, Kitty Cat Fur Babies? Who else we got? Just going back. Oh, fuck me, there's loads. Oh, there's fucking loads in here. Yes, well, thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I take it you got a notification then. Yeah, it's been a bit of a funny old time. Thumbs up, is that thumbs up for the sound? No visual for you. No, there ain't. We just got the moving logo up in the corner there at the minute because I'm gonna play you a couple of things. Yeah. All right. Well, we'll start with why I was. This is why they took me down. I put a video up a little while ago showing, well, it was a compilation really of all the wrongness that I've been seeing across all of these LGBTQP 2000 fucking spiritual being bollocks. You know, what a load of wank, honestly. And I watched an interesting interview the other day, actually. What was his name? Gordon Murray. He's a gay bloke. There's some other well-known lesbian bird on now. And it's quite interesting, really, to see what gays and lesbians actually think of that movement over there. And neither party there were very happy with the movement because it's all gone fucking wherever you like, innit? It's ridiculous.
And it was actually Cliff, Paul the man, that sent me the I don't know, it wasn't really an interview, it was more of a conversation really. And it was very interesting, their views on that movement. And it was that very movement that I put this video up about. And I think anyone that would watch it would be disgusted with that movement, which is why it seems to me that people are sort of abandoning that movement. And it was, what's that? Do I agree with gays and lesbians? Listen, I think, even though I'm a Christian, listen, it's up to you, innit? It doesn't matter what I think, does it? Does it matter? I'll say to any gay person or lesbian and that, look, I don't get it, because it's not me, is it? How would I get it? But people are people, and, who am I to judge? I've made it clear, I don't get it. It's definitely not a bit of me, but they're still people, aren't they? Unless you're a bloody paedophile, and then you're not a fucking person. Do you understand? Yeah. So, yeah, I ain't got a problem with people that want to get on and live their life. You know what I mean? But do I want it? No, I don't. So, it's as simple as that. It's very hard, isn't it, as a Christian, because you don't know, really what to say. We all know what the Bible says, don't we? We all know what it says. But, we try not to make things so blatant for people as that they just, think everyone's just having a go at them all the time. It is hard. It's very hard. Because, what if you're gay and you go to Christ, but, what happens there? It's interesting, isn't it? It's very interesting. And rather than just go, no, you're that, now fuck off. It's a bit more complex than that, isn't it? It really is. I mean, Paul the man, he's a transvestite. I ain't got a problem with him. He came round my house, didn't he? So, not dressed up like that, of course, but obviously I had a chat with him about it, and, at least that he can have a good open conversation and ask questions back. And I think it's healthy conversation to a degree. But, do I give a fuck what people get up to in their bedrooms and that? Not really. Not unless they're fucking child abusers or paedophiles or something like that. Then it's different, isn't it? Then it's different. But that movement is tiptoeing towards that. And I think everyone's starting to see that now. Yeah, and people are kind of, not supporting it as much. And so it's getting demonised at the minute. And rightly fucking so as well, because where are you going with it? Seriously, it's everything wrong with the world. It's why everyone's fucked. No one knows what to say. Everyone's tripping over what they're saying. There's people getting cancelled left, right and centre. It's where it's gone. And we need to get a grip on it. And, I don't want to sit here and start judging everyone and that, 20, 30 years ago, I might have gone, yeah, they're all fucking batty, man. Fuck them all, innit? Get rid of them all. That's probably what I would have said years ago, with a naive brain. But they're all human beings, innit? You're all human beings at the end of the day. And we're all here and we all have to find a way. And that's all there is to it. But pedos... maps, that's what they're trying to call them. Minor attracted person, fuck off with that shit, yeah? And this is what they don't want you slagging off, which is why this very video up here, which they took down, was about that. I mean, some of you saw it. I've still got it, obviously. But it's very interesting that YouTube decided to take it down and strike me for it. Why are you taking a video down that basically is trying to protect kids, isn't it? You know what I mean? Let's just fucking come out and say it straight. That's what it is. And YouTube are taking that down. Why are you taking that down? Why are you taking it down? In other news... actually, no, fuck that. I ain't finished yet. Video removed, right? So what we got here then? So we look here. Here we go. Look, they're coming for your children. Enough of this. Removed. Appeal. So obviously I hit the appeal button, as you do. And appeal unsuccessful. So that's what I got. That's what happened. Because, you know, people were saying to me, even Paula Mann said to me, you know, you've gone very quiet around this BBC Hugh Edwards thing. And I'm like, I've got a fucking strike. That's why I've been quiet. And I haven't really had much to say. I've had my own fucking problems. Still got no kitchen. Have now instructed solicitors against Clarion Housing. I've got all my proof together. Still got no kitchen, no, and nothing's changed. And it's very hard to live like this. I ain't gonna lie, which is why I haven't been live. And even a little bit before it, I was posting videos up, weren't even really going live, because I just ain't really had the energy. You know, there's been a lot going on. Now I've had a letter from fucking TV licensing talking about, you want to come round and see me? Really? For what? I don't watch fucking TV. Don't come round here sending me threats, mate, because this is all based on some fucking BBC fucking poop. And I'm not happy with the BBC right now. And very much thinking of picking up where Paula Mann left off with the BBC, because the billboards and everything that he had up outside, they done a lot of good work. I had to go down there and put him straight on fucking, why are you lumping it all on my shoulders? But we had that out, right? And I've shown him the proof of everything. He sat in my house and he's seen a lot of stuff and heard a lot of stuff, even stuff you ain't heard. So I've proved that one to him. But fucking the BBC, yeah, fucking you are having a laugh about TV license. I don't watch your dirty nonce channel. I don't watch it, yeah, I don't watch it. I gathered all my BBC evidence years ago, and I got 2 words for you, or 2 names. Andrew Ash. That's what I got for you, BBC. And Cliff was asking the same thing. The very same thing. These people keep getting away with it. Bill Maloney, Ian Puddick, yeah, Chris Fay, Ben Fellows, yeah, Andrew Ash. Where are these people? Yeah, because if I remember rightly, Andrew Ash is David from Panorama. And Panorama have made Andrew look like he's backtracked on all his allegations. So what are you doing, BBC? Because you've been involved in that setup with me, and I want some answers. You might be able to try and fob Cliff off, but you ain't going to be able to do that to me. So I'm coming to your fucking building soon. And on the way, I think I'll stop off at YouTube as well, because I've had enough of this being shut down. You're not going to keep shutting me down. And by the way, what I said to you about bhtv.uk, please get over there and subscribe, because I'm telling you, yeah, I'm not someone that asks for money, but I am going to have to ask the public, can you help me get the bandwidth together so that I can just go live whenever I want, like we can on YouTube, yeah, but just elsewhere. And all you got to do is bookmark it next to where you've already got YouTube bookmarked. It's very simple. It's a click. It's fuck all. You know, this is all we got to do to be able to fight back, because there you go. Look on the screen in front of you. Appeal unsuccessful. We've looked at your content again carefully and have confirmed that it violates community guidelines. What community guidelines? What community are you representing in those guidelines? Because it ain't fucking my community, is it, really? So what are you on about? So I need my own community guidelines, or none on my own site. The site's already set up. I've done the hard work. The hard work is done. It is now being able to go live 1080p whenever the fuck I need to. So I'm going to work out, I'm going to get someone on it to tell me exactly what's needed in able to do that, right? In the meanwhile, I need you to go over there and subscribe. Just put your email in it, because that's how you subscribe over there. You go in, put your email in, bosh, and then that's it. We are connected forever, because I'm not going to allow these people to keep taking down my platform to talk to you. You know, they've taken down channel after channel after channel, and it's gone on long enough. And, you know, I've kept threatening to go and do these things. Well, I've done the Prince Harry thing. People didn't think I was going to turn up there. Yeah? Mark Thompson, solicitor, you got it coming. I'm coming to your fucking shop, building, whatever the fuck you call it. Chambers, yeah? I'm coming now. And your secretary heard everything that I had to say. So I've got a witness for the things that I've told you down the phone that you know you're responsible for. You're in on this, mate, yeah? Covering up phone tapping by way of trying to frighten me off, yeah, from proving my point against David Sherborne. I told you he was my barrister. Did I lie? No. I told ya. I filmed it. You fucking saw it, yeah? You saw them all put their heads down when I was down there. They don't want to know. All they want to, Brian Harvey's off because he was shouting. Fuck you. That ain't even shouting, mate. Yeah? Wait till I get started. Like, you are not getting away with this shit. Bill Maloney, he got sent a message the other day on his Pie and Mash YouTube. It's gone. I'll show it to you in a minute because I screenshotted it. Right? So, yeah, appeal, there you go, unsuccessful. So, I got knocked out for a fucking week. There you go. What a surprise. I think we need to just quickly deal with this. Right, now, you all know this is a psyop, yeah? Well, at least I hope you do. Because he's not exactly been outed, has he? Really? Not really. And considering his brother's gone away for 12 years, yeah, this geezer has not had any pressure put on him. Yeah, I think even in the pictures, yeah, and the way that they've done, I think they've even had a stylist come in to dress him down and make him look make him look rough. This is fucking theatre, mate. Look on the floor in the background. How many more times are you going to see this and fucking pyramid symbols in people's hands? How many more times do I need to point it out? It's funny that it's always there, isn't it? Yeah? Ain't it funny that it's always there? Yes, Amber Taylor. Thank you very much for pointing that out. Yeah? Look in the fucking background. Don't tell me that this ain't fucking theatre. And so I'll guarantee you this geezer's going to end up back on TV. I guarantee it. Because what's going on here, really, is a freedom of speech shutdown. And it's the way, yeah, and it's a game of chess in the way that they are going about it. Look in the background. It's fucking there, keeping it real and truthful. There it is. How many times I got to fucking point it out? Yeah, but I'm mad. Don't fucking listen to me. Don't listen to me. You know, he could have just had a checkable film, really, couldn't he? Yeah, he just happens to work for the BBC and they're all covering up his fucking... Well. Yeah. There's all sorts of ways they bring this about. It's clever, because it got brought about by social media, just in the background on something. I even have to question that, I'm sorry. All of it. There is going to be a shutdown on freedom of speech. Right, now let me show you another picture of this man, right? Right. That don't look staged to you. Can you not see the double crossing going on in the background on this one? Look at her hands. Let me tell you that one. Look at the woman, look down, and look at her two little fingers. Yes, Adam, big up yourself. Look at her fingers. No, it's not a deep fake. Look at her fingers. Yeah? That's how you symbol someone in broad daylight. Now look at Philip. And look at the picture that they've chosen to use. Looks worn out. He looks like a stylist just come over, undone his top button, yeah, told him to sit about in that shirt all day. Even his messed up hair has even had a stylist through it. Yeah? While she sits there, symbolising. And yeah, it's a red room, we could go there if you want, but the double crosses are there. What is that when someone double crosses you? It's deception, isn't it? Yeah? It's deception. Yeah? Look over here. Look over here. Look at her fucking fingers. Right? Thank you. Thank you. Yes, Adam, how you doing, mate? Yeah, all good, man. We're all right. Isla's got ear infection in the other side now, but we're sorting it Monday, so hopefully all right. Still ain't flown the drone yet, mate. I just had, I was going to call you back in 5 minutes, all them 3 days ago. Fucking, I couldn't have a shit for 3 days where I took so many fucking Nurofen. Fucking hell. I had toothache and that. A bit down on, fucking, it was killing me. And took this Nurofen. And, yeah. Fucking, God, mate, I tell you, it was bad. It was bad. It was bad. Adam got me a DJI Air 2S. And, yeah, it's fucking sick, but I ain't flown it yet. I ain't had a go yet. Not yet. Yeah, I did, but this went on for days, Adam. It went on for days, mate. Honestly, it went on for days. But, you know, I'll talk to you about it. We can talk shit. So, yeah. Sorry about that. Fucking ropes come out. Oh, I hate that when that happens. So, yeah, don't be fooled by this bollocks. Yeah. And the people that interview him, they don't go into any depth about his brother. Yeah, because to get 12 years for that shit, mate, he's done something, isn't it? It must be bad. I don't have a brother. Fucking, you know what I mean? So, right, so that's that dealt with. It's pie and mash. So, yeah, I'll give him a message. And still your story keeps changing. Where are you? Where is Andrew? And what the fuck have you done to me? You can't run forever. You will pay for what you did to me. Brian Harvey, East 17. I'm going to have a look on there now. It's gone. It's gone. Oh, sorry to hear that, Dad on Wheels. Yeah, no, it's fucking... No, it's all right now. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no, it's all right now. You know, but fuck me. Yeah. So, yeah, messaged him. And he chose to take it down. If you go and have a look on there, you'll see it's gone. Yeah, so there's that. And I suppose really the big news I haven't got to yet. And I think I need to turn the music down for this one. Even off for a minute. Because I'm going to play you a bit of an old video. And you'll remember this. So, let's play this. Right now of theatre and Prince Andrew being stripped of all military title. Old video, and royal title, His Royal Highness, that's gone now. At least it appears to be. But if I'm right... I did watch The Sound of Freedom. Remind me, I'll talk to you about that. He's never really been stripped of his title. Hold on. Going on. And it comes down to the same people, Prince Andrew. And I've always said, what we're seeing is theatre. And I stand by that. And this TRT World documentary, whatever it is that I was watching today, it just struck me. I have seen The Sound of Freedom, and there will be a way of watching the video that was taken down. You'll have to go to my BitChute, which is, I think, it's not BHTV, it's The Real B. Harvey. The Real B. Harvey. BitChute, go there, and I will upload it today. There's a couple of videos up there that they've taken down from YouTube. So, standardly now, they're going to start going up there. So, yeah, let me carry on with this, sorry. This is Andrew Ash all over again. And it must be. Please take this in, all right? Please take this in. Because if this really is it for Prince Andrew, and believe you and me, it should be, because of what I saw of him with Ghislaine Maxwell, 2 minors in the Red Rooms in Covent Garden in 1994. Daniela's confirmed it, she just hasn't named who we saw. I see you, Kenneth. And it's being completely ignored. Thank you. Throughout this whole era that we're in right now of theatre and Prince Andrew being stripped of all military title and royal title, His Royal Highness. That's gone now. At least it appears to be. But if I'm right about what's going on with Virginia Giuffre, he's never really been stripped of his titles. This is just them making it look good. And like I say, no one's listening to what I'm saying about the Red Rooms and Prince Andrew and Ghislaine. No one. No. What's that, Slug? Leave Daniela alone, you poisonous dwarf. No one's listening. I'm not after Daniela. I'm not after Daniela. Let me quickly address that, innit? I'm not after Daniela. Yeah? Daniela is a victim. And she knows the truth. Yeah? I don't believe deep down everything is her fault. Let me make that clear, innit? Let me make that clear, right? I know I've come online and I've said a lot of things, right? But I will say this. What has happened to her, and I believe this, is not her fault, right? She has played a lot of games. There's no denying that. She's played a lot of games. And, you know, she was in on this Bill Maloney and going to Parliament and pretending to speak out and telling me that it was Sunita that we saw in the Red Rooms with Simon Cowell. It wasn't. So how am I meant to react to that? Plus she nicked my camera. Never got it back. She was going to get it fixed for me years ago. Never saw it again. Right? And she knows the truth. Right? So that is my only grievance, really, with her. That's it. That is it. I'm not out to get Daniela. So whatever you think, it's just she is part of my proof. Do you understand that? She is part of my proof. Do I want to see Daniela go? Do you think I think it would be justified for you to put Daniela in prison? No. Do I think she needs to be questioned honestly and openly? Yes. Do I believe she's in a position to be able to do that and stay safe in the world? I don't think so, no. But she claims to have told the police everything. Right? Now, yeah, but all right, Daniela may well be in it. She might well be in it. But I don't think she's got a choice, to be honest with you. And that's just me being real, innit? I'm just being real. She ain't got a fucking choice. Clearly she ain't. The thing's bigger than her, man. Do you know what I mean? It's bigger than her. I ain't going to get nowhere, am I? If I just go, going after Daniela. It's just not about Daniela. So let me just correct that person that just stuck their oar in like I'm out to get, because I'm not. She's a victim, mate. Just like the band member. Don't forget that. Don't forget that. And they should be. Now, please, take this video in, what I'm playing you, yeah? This is an old video. I have predicted something very important, which I believe is at the heart of why they set me up with Andrew Ash. Right? Now listen. Yeah, Daniela was born into it. It's not her fault. You ain't going to get nowhere going after her. She's done a good thing in respect of sat down and admitted what we saw was real. Right? To be honest with you, that's good enough. I didn't even expect to get that. That's good enough. She ain't going to sit there and start naming them all. I know that. Right? And she probably couldn't because they'd fucking probably kill her. You know what I mean? So, yeah. They really should be. Because this woman here, Virginia Giuffre, few things that I've said. I believe this photograph to be fake. I've always said that. Something doesn't sit right with that picture. The images in this picture, this shadowing around the edge of her hair. Here. I mean, what is that being projected onto, that shadow? It doesn't look natural, right? It doesn't. Even the depth of field, the focus on the people, the massive contrast difference between Andrew here and Ghislaine, the dark points of of each individual photograph. There's something wrong here. It's not a real photo. How can it be a real photo when I can recreate that shadow in a heartbeat on Photoshop? You've seen the video of me doing it. Show me a thumbs up if you've seen the video of me recreating that shadow. Let me see a thumbs up if you have all seen the video of me recreating that shadow. All right, here we go. Nice one. Nice one. There you go. Right, let's carry on. And what I believe is going to happen when you go back over Prince Andrew's BBC interview, that everyone was quick to go, oh, he's ruined himself, he's a complete disaster of an interview. Well, that interview will come back later. And am I pro Andy Royals then? Well, let's see, innit? Let me show you. Let me show you, my good man. Let me show you. Get rubbed in your face when this woman, her story falls apart, which it's beginning to, like I said it would. And this is a repeat of Andrew Ash, this man here. And I'm going to show you Andrew Ash doing pretty much what Virginia's been doing. So Virginia's come along, she's got this story, yeah, I'm photographed with the prince, right? First of all, this photograph's a composite. He's covered his back now by saying, I don't ever recall that photograph ever being taken, right? So that's what he's standing by, and that's what you got to know. He's standing by that. I don't recall that ever being taken. Now, this woman has been paid out already, right? And don't even look like the same bird. They've opened the Epstein, unsealed the whatever deal it was, 2008, 2009 or whatever it was, where she's already been paid and can't come back for any of the other people involved. Although they've opened it, and then what we get from that is, oh, Prince Andrew wasn't in it, so he can't rely on it. Yeah, which only helps Prince Andrew because he was in it. It's like he wasn't a part of it. They're trying to build, my opinion, my view, build that now. And why they're building that, they're slowly taking apart Virginia Giuffre. Oh, yes. Right? Number one, she'd be dead. Yeah. Especially, but you know, being out there in the big wide world. Yeah. You know, the UK's small. But when you're dealing with America and them places, man, you turn up dead. Yeah. So, and then fucking Australia, a lot of that back to Andrew Ash. Now let's have a look at this. Don't open your mouth, son. You live in the outback. Man's claims. Let's just take a brief look at what he was saying.
The cabinet at the time.
I've been to a party and
These were all in London.
there was somewhere.
What's that, Adam? Prince Andrew's gone all silent now. Well, watch what I'm going to show you.
There's a film.
Let's just go back a little bit. Now what? Hold on. And you can see Duper's delight all over this now.
I was thinking, come to the house, because he'd have stumbled on and he'd seen them there, and he'd have stumbled himself on a nice little story, I think. But fortunately, he turned back. I wanted him to come.
Cheers, Martin.
But I can't say it. You can't. They're like you here, and I'm talking on foot.
So this is all for me, right? This here is all for me. It's not just for me, but it's mainly for me. Yeah, Lady Victoria Harvey, we're going to get to her. Well, actually, let's address her now. Lady Victoria Harvey, right? Don't like the way you spell your last name. It's not spelled the same as mine. It's Harvey, right? Sounds like a fucking... Well, anyway, yeah, so she's been doing the rounds, carefully placed over, couple of years? Yeah, she turns up in defence of Andrew. Now, there's nothing wrong with that. You know, there's nothing wrong with someone defending someone, right? I get it, right? These are allegations, yeah? And then it's all been made to look like, well, you know, I'm too honourable. He was always going to drop that one. Well, that one's still going to come, actually. But, you know, why did you pay her? If you're telling her, you know, it's all bungled. What's actually been happening here is this has been one big diversion since the Epstein sweetheart deal. And that, if I'm right, is around 2008. So Andrew's involvement with Jeffrey Epstein, 2008, it was a sweetheart deal. Epstein's still allowed to go backwards and forwards. You're not really in prison, are you, mate? Not really. Not at all. Fucking really. Actually, not at all, Sean. And so, yeah, he weren't fucking in prison. Yeah, he's no more in prison than Alex Belfield, yeah? So, you know, let's be honest. So there was a sweetheart deal done, and clearly, my belief, my view, Andrew's not been named in it. This was always going to be the plan. But because he's come up and they knew what was going on with Epstein and where they were going with that, they knew from that point that there would be a chance of something coming out. So they had to have a story to continually run in the press, because you can see that the media don't want to write anything else, even though they're in the wrong. They've got Andrew Ash in the fucking paper still now as a victim, when he can't be, can he really? Or where is he? Where the fuck is he? Yeah? So they've created this Virginia Giuffre bird, just like they created Andrew Ash, right? And just because they let a story run for 12, 13 years, this is what gives it the credibility later on down the line. Now, if you can just let time pass, you know what I mean? And you come back later, you can go, I was doing this fucking 12, 13, Andrew, I was doing this 12, 15 years ago, right? And it all looks, so because you've got well used to, you're sold, everyone's sold. Oh, Virginia, yeah, that bird. Well, yeah, she sued him, didn't she? Andrew's paid her a lot of money. That's it, boom, done. No one's seeing outside the box. Because if this geezer here in front of me, Andrew Ash, has been created by the military and put in front of me with military posing as journalists, fucking James Fielding, who's conducted this interview. Interestingly, he also conducted the interview with John Wedger about the Baby P story. What's in the background of the picture of the Baby P story? A fucking checkerboard floor. Now, if you're going to question Andrew Ash and the Express and the Mirror, and then you've got to question James Fielding from the Express, haven't you? Really, you got to question it. Where is he? He's been doing all of John Wedger's mainstream story, newspaper stories. And who else is working there at this time? Robert fucking Kellaway. You think he didn't know I was there filming this? Of course he did. So what I'm saying to you is they lay traps years in advance. They knew there could be a problem. They knew about the internet. And when that Epstein deal got done, they knew there was a possibility Andrew could get caught up in it proper, because he is. And they've played along with that. Now, in order to shut your freedom of speech down, you've all committed the worst crime ever. You've all judged Andrew on allegations that have been made up by the same people that are making up Andrew Ash's allegations, unfortunately. I'm sorry. Ian Puddick worked for the Queen. You're either a plumber or you work for the Queen. You can't be a leak buster with a leak detection agency and work for the Queen without being some sort of military. You know, I don't know anyone from GBM that works for the fucking Queen. Do you know what I mean? It's ridiculous. So, and you funded the operation. You can deny it all you want, but we got proof after proof of you saying you bought me a Ninja, and I'm ungrateful. Yet you go on Sean Atwood's saying, you know, Bill asked me to buy him a Ninja. Yeah, that may well be so, because I didn't ask you direct. It went through Bill, didn't it? So I only spoke to you on the phone. Yeah, I've never met him. Do it. Yeah, so you buy me a Ninja, and you're supposed to buy 3 of them, but you get 1. What good's that? We just thought, I'll just let him film Andrew for as long as possible. You've pushed Andrew Ash on Twitter. Andrew Ash has spoken to Operation Fernbridge, gives 70 hours, then 100 hours. But then you speak to me in 2018 and say, oh, yeah, you know, you can tell Andrew he'd fess up to being the Yorkshire Ripper in 5 minutes. Well, why send me all the way down to Hull then to film him with Bill Maloney? Because it's all part of the setup, wasn't it? And then I've got it on tape. Andrew was David at Panorama, and we knew it because Chris Fay's on it, who's sitting next to him now. Who the fuck else is it going to be? He's got the same fucking clothes on, for fuck's sake. Yeah, he's still sitting in the same fucking clothes. That's what he's got on in the Panorama interview. Right? Andrew is David. Sound of Freedom is good film. I watched it. It weren't the fucking greatest copy. But if you look on BitChute and type in the geezer, Ballard, or whatever his fucking name is, Mel Gibson and the other bloke who played Jesus, they're all up there. There's all photos of them up there with their hands over their eyes. They're all fucking Masons. So something's going to come off the back of that. I ain't quite worked out what it is yet. It might be their satanic fake Jesus they're going to bring in off the back of more Hollywood people that are pretending to go against the grain. You know, that's all I'm seeing. If they're getting paid, they're fucking involved. Mel Gibson looks, you know, you look like you're eating well to me, mate. So I'll take it you ain't going hungry, you're getting looked after. You know, we'll see if fucking Alex Belfield comes out of prison looking like a rake or a fat fucker. We'll see, won't we? Anyway, I'm making a point. Just carry on. It won't be much longer of this old video, but please take this in.
They're telling me, writing on pieces of paper, telling me...
Can you help say? Yeah.
Andrew, did you have sex with Leon Britton?
Yeah. No.
Well done.
Right, well, Cole Beecher's gone to prison over that. Yeah, so where's Andrew? Where's Andrew? Andrew? Look, him laughing. Look, fucking Jim's like, oh, I don't know what I'm fucking saying.
No, stop fucking about. Did you have sex with Leon Britton?
Yeah.
Confirmed.
Did you have sex with Kenneth Clark?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Kenneth Clark. So that'd be handy if I start accusing Kenneth Clark right when another one of their team here, Ben Fellows, is accusing Kenneth Clark. You know, that would have been well handy for him, wouldn't it, yeah? Me coming out accusing any of the people that they're laying out for me in this interview. Really? You know, why ain't the press being scrutinised for knowing all of this was going on in front of me? Why ain't you spoken up, James Fielding? You're too busy pushing fucking John Wedger's stories, aren't you? And trying to help Robert Kellaway from the News of the World. Or should I say Sarah fucking Arnold?
Right. Who's the other one? Did you have sex with John Prescott?
He's been at parties and I have, yeah.
Did you
I'm
have
not
sex
sure.
with John Prescott?
I'm not sure.
How can you not be sure?
Right, but you did with Kenneth Clark.
Right, I'm going to continue that in a second. Kenneth Clark, so I mean, trying to stitch me up. All they need is me to go out there now and go, yeah, Andrew's been fucked by blood, like it was 100% true, and I'm fucked. And then he gets found out to be a paedophile, because that was in the plan. I've got Andrew saying it on tape. He goes, if you'd have put that out, mate, you'd have been nicked, mate. You'd have been nicked. They'd have been calling me a paedophile. Yeah? Right. I'll play it for you. But as you're watching this, just picture Virginia Giuffre, all right? Because the names that Andrew's mentioning here, and this it's the same shit taking place right now. And it's all coming from the same people. Right? Just because it's all happening over in America, it's all stemming from here, isn't it? Buckingham Palace. It's all stemming from here. Don't forget that. And the BBC. The state's fucking propaganda tool, the BBC. In front of the Express newspaper. Don't trust that Hugh Edwards thing. That is another little link in the chain to having you having you walk into one of their traps. Don't fall for it, yeah? Just don't fall for it. They're really trying. And another thing, right? If the BBC are up in the middle of all of these things, why the fuck are we letting them investigate themselves and then send me, you fucking cheeky bastards, a TV licensing? We want to talk to you. Are you going to be in? Who the fuck do you think you are? And this guy, off the back of this interview, went on the front page of the Express newspaper. I know because I filmed this interview for Pie and Mash Films. Right? And this went on the front page. And then their little plan here with me didn't work. I clocked what was going on. But had I have not, Andrew would have been this guy. Cole Beach. Very similar. I mean, look at him. Right? And then look at Andrew. Andrew was Cole Beach, right? Let me just put it to you in a way you can understand. Andrew was Cole Beach. After this fuck up here, what they've pulled with me, they fucked up. They had to switch people, and they've gone with the other geezer. Andrew. Right? Because Cole Beach, that all ends up happening off the back of this. And the other thing that starts happening off the back of this, which was another controlled opposition psyop, was the Hampstead case. So now you need to go back and check all of those people that were pushing that, or had big opinions on it, or were known for being involved in talking about it and pushing it. Same little team, all military. How can it be anything else? At one point, they were the same man. Operation Midland. That is what Andrew Ash was a part of, with DCI Paul Settle heading it. That's the same operation now. Right? Now, Cole Beach, what happened with him? And then you had, if I remember rightly, Paul Settle called them all liars, apparently. But yet Andrew said DCI Paul Settle was in the background on our thing. He said, oh, if he knows you're involved, he'll be recording you. And that was the whole point of them getting me to go to that cabin so they could record me that night. And then they put Andrew next to me and Mick, and then Bill goes to bed, doesn't he? And Chris Fay goes to bed. That's to cue Andrew to sit in now and start taking the conversation where they want to take it. To try and stitch me up. There was recording in that place that night. It's all entrapment. But why? This is the obvious question. Why? I'll tell you why. The Red Rooms is why. Was he came out and accused a lot of the same people that Andrew did, right? Which you've just heard. So let's just carry on.
Yeah.
And you did with Leon Britton.
Yeah.
So you've just heard him say yes to having sex with Leon Britton. Prominent politician in this country, been accused of these things. But what's taking place here is the covering up of their crimes, really. And Puddick was pushing that also. Don't forget that. Because Andrew here is going to accuse all of these people publicly, like Virginia Giuffre. And then the takedown begins to happen on Andrew. He's sitting next to the old man now. The old man's name's Chris Fay. And he reckons he was... he volunteered at a place called the National Association for Young People in Care in 1990, and that is a place where children in care would go to report abuse. And he came along in 1990 with a story about Sir Peter Bottomley and ended up working there alongside Mary Moss, who I now call Mary Mossad. And Chris Fay is now sitting in January 2014 with Andrew Ash here. Now, the backstory on Chris Fay, apart from him being an ex-social worker, was that he went to prison for a year in 2013, or 2012, around the London Olympics. You know, the same time they had their other agent, Ben Fellows, working as Lee Hazeldine in G4S Security and appearing to expose G4S Security's weaknesses around the London Olympics. These people all were at the same camp. And Chris Fay here is sitting in next to Andrew Ash, as is, you know, I remember Andrew when he came to us in 1990 with all of these stories, so he's there corroborating. But later, and first put out, again, another story, very heavily created back in the day, you know what I mean? In the fucking 1990, by the UK column, that's Brian Gerrish and Lou Collins, who are also a part of this same little hit team. Just another leg of it up in Plymouth and Devon or Cornwall, wherever it is they are. They're a part of this also. And Chris Fay here apparently went to prison sometime around the Olympics for fraud. Right?
So we're told.
Now, don't forget, this is all around a story concerning Prince Andrew. Andrew Ashley is going to accuse Prince Andrew, as you're going to hear in a minute.
Yep.
Right, along with many others, which is a mirror reflection of Virginia Giuffre and what is going on here. It might be a younger woman, yeah. I mean, to be fair, she looks like she ate her former self and all the other victims. But what you're starting to see happening now with Virginia is you're hearing it mentioned on the mainstream media, which they control, that she was the trafficker. She was the one luring them in. Now, if she's took part in that, and then she's already...
The turnaround on her is what is going to also not only deal with Andrew, but it's going to help Virginia as well. Ghislaine, sorry.
Sued and took money. Where have we heard that before? Carl Beach had a payout, a victim's payout. And then later, the liar who made false claims of VIP child abuse, right? And this is on the CPS, Crime Prosecution Service, government website. Carl Beach, the liar who made false claims of a VIP child abuse ring, ordered to pay almost £24,000. The man who made false claims of a VIP child abuse ring. We quickly cut back to Virginia Giuffre. Cut back to Carl Beach, who is the man who it was the prototype for Carl Beach, but their plan got foiled, was Andrew Ash. When that got ruined, they quickly jumped to this man and used him. And to cut a long story short, this man ended up doing... I think they put him away. Here we go, at the bottom of it. He was sentenced in 2019 to 18 years in prison. Now, and they've said they found child porn on his computer. Here we go. That's what they was going to try and do to me via Andrew Ash. So they did a complete through Bill Maloney with Ian Puddick funding it, who, through his own admission, worked for the Queen. Worked for the Queen. Turn around. He was the victim, and now he is the accused. Now, this sends out signals to all the other victims. Don't even think about coming forward. Right? The government had to do something. These people had to do something. We've got an internet now, and people coming out online and speaking up. So they clamp down on your freedoms of speech by telling you, you know, if you speak your mind, you could get done for malicious communication, right? And they pushed that one. They even had the Speaker of the House's wife pretend to go to prison and pay Lord McAlpine 30 grand for sending him a fucking innocent face emoji on Twitter or whatever it was. That sends a big signal to other people. Oh, I better not say nothing. And then this man ends up in prison. So don't be surprised when the end result on this story goes exactly the same way. Here's a victim that's come along, accused a VIP paedophile ring, which consists of, well, the UK one there is Prince Andrew, who she's accused, but all the rest of them seem to be American, Alan Dershowitz and famous, you know, American lawyers and sort of Bill Clinton and all of these type of people. It's no different to what Andrew's done here. So let's just carry on with Andrew and just hear a little bit more of what he's saying, because he might as well be Virginia Giuffre.
The sensitivity of these names, being that they were all top-level MPs and they were in...
Right, so I can stop that there. Yeah, no, I'm sorry about that. If some people are offended by that child porn and all that, it is child abuse material. But
you can't, you can't always be politically correct when you're trying to make a point. And I would rather make the point that I'm making right now than, us fuss over terminology. Yeah. So let me show you where I'm going with this now. Have you seen the news in January or this year? See, because you've not been watching. This is the thing. You've not been watching. Things take place in the background while you're looking at other stuff. But I'm not. I've been waiting for it. Here it is. Here's the beginning of it. I'm just going to leave that on there for a second and let you take in what's in front of you. "15th of January. All right, this is 2022. All right, little dots about. Little dots. But I don't hear no one talking about it. Yeah? Right, let's move on to the next picture. What does this one show us? Ah. There you are. I'll just let you take that in for a minute. Just take that in for a minute. Just take that in for a minute. Do you want a bit of music? Take that in for a minute. There you go. I'm just going to give you 30 seconds or so. Go on, take that in for a sec. Yeah? There it is. There it is. What did I say? Right, now someone earlier mentioned about Lady Victoria Hervey. Now you've had her dotted about, talking about she's met the bloke that created the fake picture. So, if you're willing to put in the public domain, Lady Victoria Hervey, friend of Prince Andrew, you're going on news. You're going on the news, and you're claiming, "I've met the bloke that faked the picture. He done it like this." Yeah. What, you think that he weren't going to use that to turn it around? It's all planned. It's what's the easiest way to say it? It's an inside job. She's no different to Andrew Ash. She's even starting to look a bit like him. Morphing into Batman jelly. I told you. Well, I said, like, well, you think you're going to leave it out there like that? They're still pushing it. Like, oh, yeah, you want to kick him out of this, kick him out of that. No, man. They had to deal with this, and this is how they've dealt with it, because this has been running since, 2011? With this bird? Everyone's like, oh, he's a nonce. I'll tell you what, he'd rather 12, 13 to 15 years of this, where you speculate and don't get a definite, and then he wins it at the end. It's fucking obvious, isn't it? Come on, man. It was always obvious. Why was it so obvious to me all along? All the books now, all the fucking donation to a fucking child abuse charity, and on top of it, he had to get the money from the Queen. She's now dead. What, you think they're not going to lump that fucking that guilty conscience on her, and they just painted her up to destroy her? It was an inside job from the beginning. She's beginning to look like Andrew Ash. I think Andrew Ash might be hiding inside of her. Andrew, he's hiding in Virginia. It's very plausible, Sean. Done it myself once. Hitting her myself once. Back when the top of my head blew off, and it was like a bolt of lightning. Thoughts, concepts, perceptions pouring into my brain, and food pouring into my gut. My feet were fixed to the floor. My arms go out at 45 degrees, and bolt of lightning. David Icke. Hang on, let's have a look. There's more. Look, there are. So you'll all be saying sorry to Andrew really soon. So how did he draw you into his web? Fucking hell. Even Atwood. There you go. There's another classic example of, bloody hell, he was on Locked Up Abroad years ago. Yeah, I remember him. Boom. There you go. Sold. You're fucking sold. I've always got that to revert to. It makes me look like I was a kingpin for ecstasy back in the day, but I don't know who Brian Harvey is. Maybe I can ask Kerry Katona. Maybe she knows. Fucking ridiculous. Puddick goes on now. He said he wanted me to get him a ninja for these interviews they were going to do for someone. Someone who you've spoken to for 2 hours and then sent me down to their fucking house for a weekend. I've never met him. No, but you funded it. Well, what's the £500 in Bill's pocket? Explain that to me. I got that off Ian. I looked on him to fund. You remember? He grassed you up, right, when he said about... when you put that thing up on Twitter about me being sectioned, you fucking rung Bill and told him about it. I bet Bill went, oh, I'll take that down if I was you, Ian. And you took it down, but too late, I screenshotted it. So, Sean, I've got the screenshot, and it's criminal, and he'll never get away. Yeah, I've got it all. I can't understand someone that works for the Queen funding me equipment to go and, and it's admitted, it's not like I'm just pulling it out of the fucking air, is it? I've got tweets. One was my role was to provide Brian Harvey £500 for a Ninja recorder for interviews. And the other one, he's banging on about how ungrateful I am after he bought me a Ninja. And then I've got the receipt. So, how did he draw you into his web? You know what I mean? Even the way he worded it. No. How did he draw you into his web? I didn't fucking draw you into my web. You was Bill Maloney's funder, weren't you? Do it. Yeah, so Prince Andrew. And that's really where Puddick comes into it and them lot. They're military. Do you understand? Military. Military don't mean he's out there all fucking done up with a gun and that, running around in army boots. There's different areas, isn't there? Different areas. Yeah, he don't do that bit. It'd be more like cyber operations or some shit like that, yeah. And him and his mates have had me arrested, took me computers, you forget all of this stuff. Fucking Andrew Gouffet. So, there you go, right? There's the plan that I predicted. Now, either I'm fucking, fucking psychic, or I'm right. It's one of the two, isn't it? Prince Andrew plotting bid to overturn 3 million settlement. Hang on. 3 million? 12 million? It's, Richard Mallet, done for fraud. 1.8 million, 2.8 million, 4 million, 3 million. Can we narrow down the numbers here? They're jumping around all over the place. Kelly Diamond and the Daddy video. Yeah, that's going to go down as fucking YouTube fucking classic history. That one. That's never going away, that one. Even see his face. I watched a video on him the other day and he's sitting there going, and, people that just traffic vulnerable women and children. I'm having trouble finishing my sentence because I've done these things on camera for people to see. Do you know what I mean? It's fucking pathetic. Pathetic. And he's had them all on to slag me off, hasn't he? Give him all the platform. Come on my channel and slag him off. I don't know who he is, though. So I Googled him. It's fucking ridiculous. But I'm glad you all see it, you know what I mean? Because they're just taking you for fucking idiots, isn't it? Like you can't see. I can see you, you know. So, yeah, Prince Andrew plotting bid to overturn $3 million settlement with accuser Virginia Giuffre. Wilfred Wong. I mean, it's Wong what he's done. Sorry. Prince Andrew looks to overturn multi-million-pound Virginia Giuffre settlement. 22nd of January, 2023. Victoria Ward, the royal editor. So, you know, it's like a plot in EastEnders, isn't it? You know, don't bring it up if it's not going to expand. You know, it's going to happen, isn't it? Of course it is. It's the only ending. It's the only ending for the royals because that'll put an end to it, and you'll not speculate anymore, and it'll put our internet fucking harms bill through, and that. All they're doing is creating bills so you can't fucking say what you see. It's getting ridiculous. Fuck off. It is getting ridiculous. You know. I want to be identified as Pink Elephant. You know, what has fucking happened to people? You know, everything's all fucking secret squirrel, isn't it, eh? Everything. All the fucking time. Everything's a fucking psyop. Prince Andrew looks to overturn multi-million-pound Virginia Giuffre settlement, but you've already judged him. What do you think's going to happen off the back of that? Well, you've all judged him. Newsnight interview, everything he says in it turns out to be accurate. Yeah. So bloody obvious, isn't it? We thought it was a car crash, but actually, he was saying the bloody truth all along. Who would have thought it? You know, it's just... Anyway, you all concentrate on Hugh Edwards. Good luck with that one. Good luck with that. And I ain't got anything else to say, really, because it's just... No, it's getting boring, frankly. It's getting boring. So I think I'm going to pay the BBC a visit, and I want to know all about their... and where my name came up, because Andrew said my name came up, so I've got a... You know... I've got a reason to go there and ask reasonable questions, really. Take evidence with me. You know, take the voice recordings of Andrew. And I'd like to see their footage the other way round. Because I know it's Andrew. There's no denying that. I want to know how they end up investigating themselves all the time. It's the BBC, man. They're at the centre of all this. Must be a lot of sort of, you know, same sort of people. I mean, Puddick's turned up. How many times? Every time, you know, the BBC. It's BBC that pushes them all the time. BBC. And it would be, wouldn't it? Because that's the state. So, there you go. Personally, I think, you know, the BBC is disgusting. Just get rid of it, yeah? And you've got some nerve asking people for a TV licence. What? To fund your fucking protection of paedophiles? Are you having a laugh? So we can fund your newsreaders paying for fucking pictures, yeah? I don't think so. I don't watch your noncy channel, but I am going to come to your noncy fucking building. And don't tell me it ain't a noncy building, because you've got a statue built by a nonce hanging off the fucking front of it. And your little scams, You know what I mean? You knew that shit was all coming. How is it the Director General at the BBC knew the very next day that Paula Mann was outside doing a campaign? But it took you how many weeks to find out about a serious allegation of abuse? You're a fucking joke. And then you get to investigate yourselves. No, man. Someone needs to investigate you properly. And I can think of no better reason than Andrew Ash. Where is this bloke? I noticed you didn't report on him. Yeah. You let the Express and the Mirror do it, but I noticed nothing in the BBC about him. So what is the truth there? Because he was going to become real as fuck if they could have entrapped me. And they can't tell you it didn't happen because you've seen the video. And mine's up there for everyone to see. Except I ain't pushing it as true. I'm pushing it as what it was, which was entrapment. And the BBC played a big part of that entrapment by backtracking Andrew. And calling him David. Why are you calling him David? It is Andrew because you go to Chris Fay on the same fucking show. And you even bring up Carl Beach on the beginning. Xaro News, that would have been another military operation. Just inside job, innit? News of the World, the Old Bill, the State, the BBC, all in on it. The media. I mean, how they put their heads down when you got someone standing there saying, David Sherborne was my barrister. Why is no one listening to me? Why is the lawyer turning up on Andrew Ash's list, who's up right now in the Mirror and the Express still as a victim? But yet you don't want to follow up and find out where he is. You don't want to find Bill Maloney while he takes down me messages and that. What have you done, mate? What have you done? All funded by Puddick, who's happy to just divert it any way that he can. But he'll have to stand there and face it at some point himself. But you fucking take my computers, trying to make my life hell, because that's what you do. Fucking targeting people. You're all cunts. You know that? You are. And you deserve everything you fucking get. You thought I'd have gone away a long time ago. It's just getting worse and worse for you all over here. I've got so much ammunition to throw at you all. It is beyond a joke. I've just got too much. Do you know, I have to really, separate stuff when I'm going to do something. I'm not giving them the option to distract. Well, what's that? Now, don't worry about that bit. We're going with what's on paper here, mate. And if it ain't on paper, it's going to be your own voice hotting yourself up, mate. Yeah? You ain't fucking with my evidence. And Andrew Ash is now, always was a big part of it. And it's funny that you took down Paula Mann's protest and then this Hugh Edwards thing happens. And then at the same time, you strike me for a video that's trying to bring awareness to what certain groups are saying about kids. And you're fucking helping them and you're taking my videos down. So YouTube are in on it as well, but we already know that. We know that from the moves that they've made. Took down 8 of my channels. That, the information I was putting out weren't even on all 8 of them. So what were you doing now? You've done it so many times. I'm going to start assuming that you're nonces then, and nonce protectors. I'm going to start assuming that. So everyone go and even if it just takes you fucking 30 seconds, just go over, right, and subscribe to bhtv.uk. It will be up and running soon, right? Just go on now, scroll down the bottom, and fucking fill in the email bit and put your name in. And then at least you can get a notification when I get that thing up and running properly. And social media is really just going to be used to push that now. Because I'm not going for all of this again. Yeah? So get over there in your numbers and just subscribe. It's just going to make things a hell of a lot easier. Otherwise we go round and round in circles and it's so unnecessary. But they're going to keep doing it. They're going to keep taking the videos down. They're going to keep doing it. This is what they do. So when they do that, I'm half ready. It's just I ain't got the money. And now they're looking to fucking review me PIP. So I'm more than likely going to lose that now. So they're going for me, but they're just going for me in ways that they control. Yeah? Personal independence payment. I fucking filled out their form and sent it back. They're trying to send me letters going back, you ain't got it. You have got it because I sent it, I posted it. So don't fucking lie to me. Yeah? Plus, I got pictures of me which are in that bundle as part of my proof that I've sent to you that I'm going to prove that you've got. So I've got a picture of me holding the fucking bundle before I send it. Yeah? So you're going to come unstuck there about you ain't fucking got it. You have got it. And you best listen to what I'm saying on there about my life being in danger. Rupert Murdoch, Ian Puddick, all of these people. Andrew Ash, BBC, the police, yeah, Osmond warnings, left, right and centre, yeah, phone tapping evidence against News International PLC, now known as News UK, yeah, everyone fucking and their fucking nan knows about it, apart from you people, yeah, International Criminal Court being contacted, ain't heard a fucking thing, do you know that? Ain't heard a fucking thing. So yeah, people, there is nowhere to run. There is absolutely nowhere to run. There's no one to tell. There's only you. And then in a minute, oh, fuck, he's gone. Yeah? It is fucking ridiculous. Is this the times we live in, yeah? Fucking every cut, mate, they need exposing. Right, I'm coming to you, BBC, yeah? Do what you want. Get your old bill ready. Do whatever. I'm coming. I'm filming it. And you cunts are going up on fucking line. Do you understand? Downing Street, I'm coming to you. Scotland Yard, I've got your paperwork. You're going to fucking recognise it, right? I'm sick of this fucking charade. I'm sick of it, yeah? I'm coming. I'm coming. You can fucking guarantee it. See you later, people.
David Icke, arms out wide, staring at the man, with a passion, front covering what lies underground. He's on a mission to expose the lies and deceit. Arms at 45 degrees, he won't retreat. Arms stretched out, his gaze fixed on the prize. He sees beyond the illusion, through the disguise. The man holds secrets, ancient wisdom untold. So much wisdom. And David Icke is fearless, breaking the mold. He's not afraid to challenge the mainstream view. Arms out wide, staring at the man, a sight so true. His determination, a force to be reckoned. Arms outstretched, he'll make sure the truth is beckoned. David Icke, arms out wide, staring at the man, with a passion, front covering what lies underground. He's on a mission to expose the lies and deceit. Arms at 45 degrees, he won't retreat. David Icke's words resonate, they hit hard. With arms out at 45 degrees, he stands guard. Questioning authority, he won't conform. A relentless pursuit for the truth, the norm will transform. Arms reaching out, his message loud and clear. Awakening minds and dispelling the fear. Throughout the chaos and noise, he leads the way. Arms at 45 degrees till he feels the rain. David Icke, arms out wide, staring at the man, with a passion, front covering what lies underground. He's on a mission to expose the lies and deceit. Arms at 45 degrees, he won't retreat. David Icke, arms out wide, staring at the man, with a passion, front covering what lies underground. He's on a mission to expose the lies and deceit. Arms at 45 degrees, he won't retreat.